Last year, Randall Library underwent reconstruction to help better accommodate students' needs. However, many students still feel like the library needs major improvement. From lack of study space to limited technology resources, will it even be worth it for students to come to the library during the upcoming exam period?
When students first enter the library, they'll find the Learning Commons on their right. However, the majority of students still feel like it's not enough space. For example, Maria Alexis Bent.
I think the library actually is a little crowded. I often see people just sitting on the floors, especially around exam time, so there's definitely not enough tables and outlets for the computers too.
However, Deji Adeliki feels differently.
During exam time it's pretty rough because everybody seems to cram at the same time, so we're all in here at the same time studying. It gets a little packed, but during the year it's pretty good.
A common complaint is that there are not enough available outlets for computer use.
Here on the second floor of Randall, I managed to find a desk to work at, but there don't seem to be any outlets anywhere in sight.
It just becomes very obvious during finals week that students in 2011, they want their laptops and they want their electronics, and so they have to have an outlet nearby, and it becomes clear that this space was not designed for that.
Junior Paul Royster was fortunate enough to find a desk to sit at. However, other students prefer to use study rooms.
Students are lucky to even find a study room that's not already occupied. Shireen Knappik is an example of a student frustrated by others abusing the study room privileges.
I prefer to study in a study room, but I prefer to study in a study room that has walls that go all the way up because you can hear everything that everyone's saying and it's not really a good study environment.
Zach Carnavale expresses his frustration.
Study rooms suck in the library because you can never get them, and there's always people that are alone or just two people.
With upcoming exams, some students are wondering if it's even worth it to come to the library to study.
During exam times, it is. I will say it is extremely crowded. I do see a lot of people in the aisles, and it's really hard for people with laptops to find plugs. So I would say that's one of the reasons I don't come here personally, during exam time.
The second floor is intended to be the quiet floor, but not everyone feels it's important to follow the rules.
Well, the second floor, if people actually obey the no talking signs, but that's usually only place.
Jacob Cleary has some ideas for improvements he'd like to see established in the near future.
Definitely more group study rooms in here, definitely more parking outside of here so you can get in. More, tables, seats, computers, laptops to rent, things like that.
Here's Ann Pemberton discussing some ideas she'd like to see done to Randall in the upcoming years.
Ideally, as somebody who works here, I'd love to see a brand new building. I mean, I would love to start from scratch and just completely think about, students and faculty in 2011 and beyond. What is a facility that would meet their needs? But if we can't have a brand new building, I definitely think expanding.
It's evident that students at UNC Wilmington are having a hard time studying in Randall Library due to a lack of space for studying, inadequate equipment for checkout, and increasing noise levels. Randall Library has a lot of improvements necessary for the future. The renovations made last year seem to fit the size of the student body now, but fall short in preparing for the increased enrollment to come.